What's up, everybody? It's the homie Truth Teller, the street reporter. And a lot of people been asking me about FBG Duck. They asked me a lot about Lil Durk, a lot about King Von. I get asked a lot about a lot of shit. But one of the top questions I'm asked about a lot on just some random shit with the fans is, did Durk really have a problem with Duck? Hell yeah, he had a real issue with him. I keep telling you, I think Durk had better people around him who kind of told him to move a little bit different, kind of run a subliminal game more than running a blatant game, you know. That way the feds have a hard time looking at what's going on. But Durk and Duck been at it for a long time. It's like one of the worst kept secrets. We all knew about it. It's just Durk would never say his name. You know, Duck didn't have a rap deal. He didn't have a big homie to get him hundreds of thousands of dollars that make it look like he was rich in those rap videos and shit like that. You know, Duck got that shit out the mud. He did that shit, you know, on some hard shit. He didn't really have the world stop posting him, the shade room, the baller alerts. He didn't have the same kind of things that Lil Durk and them had. Lil Durk kind of like played in the background beefing with that guy. You know, I think King Von kind of got famous off of doing the beef rap, and Durk noticed that Von was in that lane, you know what I'm saying, that lane that was making diss rap popular. You know, Durk famous for the melodies and shit in this rap. He kind of left that street shit to the end, but he put the street shit in his melodies and called it like, you know what I'm saying, street rap and shit like that. And that shit hard, that's what we used to. When Von started getting millions of views and blowing up for doing that street rap. You know, that hood shit. That shit that got killed. You know what I'm saying? Doing that shit. Durk followed that. That's the reason why he sound like Von on Back in Blood. Listen to that shit. He took the whole man cadence. Listen to Hellcats and Trackhawks or whatever the hell. He took Von lane because he see Von had some shit that the world was liking. You know what I'm saying? But he had an issue with that guy for a long time. Von was the type of dude who didn't really care. He was saying his beefs in his rap. Durk didn't really do it. He kind of started tapping into it by, you know, saying we not from 63rd. And, you know, a few times we heard him say smoking Tuka. Then recently we heard him on the song say how like Duck on the song. So we hear the shots coming now. And I'm telling you, a lot of that is that influence he got from the O. You know, Durk was with that singing love song shit. Dude, and them, the Von and the O kind of brought him back to that street shit. But, you know, it's always been an issue. It always been a beef. It's just, you know, it was hard to see because those guys kind of got famous and started throwing shots subliminally while the local rappers who was cool with Keith and them was throwing up real diss records. Like, you'll see one of those street dudes dissing them and naming names, but Keith and them kind of got famous and didn't really want to share their fame with the ops. So they kind of dissed in a sneaky way. A lot of y'all might have said scary, but it wasn't. But yeah, it was a beef between Durk and FBG. Early in the flick, you know, it's a lot of shootings and shit came between those two crews, and then the BDK GDK war shit. JoJo was affiliated with FBG. He was cool with those guys, so you know it's been hate and beef there from Tuka, KI, you know, to how that shit been going. So yeah, it's been a war. I just think those. Duck was more in the open with his beef with those niggas. I just think Durk kept it on the low key. But don't forget, one thing I'm going to say about Duck. He was out here beefing with rich people. And he held his own. You know, those niggas was in there. They was not trying to get through the door. They was in the door, sitting comfortable. You know, getting money, millions, and living their life. And they had a hard time battling that little dude, you know what I'm saying? That guy who was just in the community doing his street shit and blowing up organically. They had a hard time with Duck. Duck held it down. One thing I can't say about that. But subscribe to my YouTube channel. Bleh.